Many call me the scone queen. Hi, I'm Chef Danielle Sepsy, and I'm the chef and owner of the Hungry Gnome Baked Goods here in New York City. I created my scone recipe when I was 13 years old, and it was something that just followed me throughout life. People were always asking for them and craving them, and I always knew I'd make a business around them. Fast forward years later, now I make hundreds of thousands of scones and other baked goods every month, some of which are going to Joe Coffee. Jonathan, the founder of Joe Coffee, he has a very special place in my heart. And in fact, when I talk about him, I get a little emotional, and I don't even think he realizes this, but it's because he changed my life in so many ways. In 2020, at the start of the pandemic, I emailed Jonathan. He didn't realize, but I had just lost my job at the company that I was working for. I wasn't on my own yet doing the Hungry Gnome full time. And I told him about my baked goods and my company, which barely existed at the time. It was just a side hustle. It wasn't fully developed yet. And I told him about my baked goods, and I asked him if I could bring him some samples. And he at first said, I don't know if we're looking for new options, but bring samples. A few days later, I'm in the office, I bring him samples. And that night he emailed me, and it's an email that I have saved because it's so special to me. He had said to me in the 16-ish years that he had been in business that he had never had better baked goods than what I had brought him. And in that moment, my life changed because I signed on my first big wholesale customer, which was Joe Coffee. And they're still my biggest customer today. And it's where it all started. And I owe a lot of my success to Jonathan and him believing in me and my product. And now I have a team of 22 talented individuals and counting. And as I said, we went from making a few dozen scones in my one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan to now having our own commercial kitchen in Long Island City. And we make over 150,000 baked goods every month. Being a professional baker is a tough job. It's really physical, it's demanding, and being a business owner in general is so demanding. The work comes home with you, it really never stops. But I wake up every day with a smile on my face, genuinely, because I love what I do. And I, know that I'm fueling thousands of people in the tri-state area and now nationwide because we ship through our website, and hearing the feedback on social media from the customers saying, wow, this is the best thing I put in my mouth. That keeps me going. And besides that, it's my beautiful team at the Hungry Gnome. They work tirelessly every single day and with a smile, with so much love. And they're my family. The fact that I have impacted their lives and I'm able to help 22 other people make a living and support their families, that is just the best feeling in the world. Last year in November, a little show came out on HBO Max called The Big Brunch. This was a cooking competition meets documentary series about 10 chefs around the country, including myself. This show was created and hosted by Dan Levy, such an amazing actor and writer that we know and love, especially from Schitt's Creek. And so I was on this show, and it truly changed my life because it gave me just the confidence and the reassurance that what I'm doing is what I need to be doing, and that I need to keep going and growing this company and feeding everyone. Being a wholesale baker, you're not always known. They may know your product, but they might not know you. So it was, for the first time, it was like my coming out to the world, and here I am. I'm the person behind the Hungry Gnome, and it was so exciting to have that come out and just to be able to finally engage with my customers. They were able to get to know me on a deeper level, and it's just been a beautiful experience ever since. My advice for future entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs is always this, and now I feel like I sound like Lady Gaga when she says the same thing in all her interviews, but I truly want people to know this. It can't be about the money first. In fact, I never think about the money. That will come you have to love what you're doing because people will feel that. And especially in a food business, when you lead with love and passion, your team members that are helping you make those products are going to also have a smile on their face. They're going to be happy. They're going to be executing what they're doing with a smile, and they're going to care. And people taste that in the food. So then the money comes, then success will follow. But you need to focus on what you're most passionate about and follow that, and then worry about the rest later.